Hello, this is Matt Wilhelm from Yellowstone Fly Fishing School in Livingston, Montana, working in partnership with Montana Angler Fly Shop in Bozeman, Montana. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tailing loops. Now, we've got three different types of loops that we kind of think about when we're fly casting: a tight loop, a wide loop, and then a tailing loop. Now, the tailing loop is the loop we really don't want to have in any situation. A tailing loop is primarily caused by the top leg of the loop where the fly is dipping underneath the bottom leg of the fly line, or the bottom leg of the loop, causing a tangle, sometimes a knot in your tippet or leader. So I know a lot of you who are out there fishing might be fishing during a day and you run your hand down your leader and feel little knots in there that aren't supposed to be there. Those knots are from tailing loops. The way that tailing loops are formed, and the cause of tailing loops, is an over-acceleration or overpowering of the rod, making the rod tip dip under a straight line path. When the rod tip dips under a straight line path, this being a straight line path for a tight loop, this being a circular path for a wide loop, when that rod tip dips under a straight line path, that's where we get our tailing loop. And that dip in the rod is caused by an improper application of power on the forward cast or the back cast. So I'm going to get into some casts here. I'm going to start out with a tight loop. My rod tip's traveling in a straight line path. And now on the forward cast, on the next one, I'm going to tail it. And I'm going to tail it again. And I'm going to tail it again. I can tail it all day long. I'm shocking the rod tip, making an improper application of power, making the line dip below a straight line path, making the fly dip below the bottom leg of the loop. And that's how you cast a tailing loop. How to fix them? Fixing a tailing loop, basically two things. Less power. That's one way, because you have an improper application of power. You can also expand the angle of your forward stop and your backward stop of the rod. If your forward and backward stop is narrow, for the amount of line you have out, you might get a lot of tailing loops. But if you open up that angle just slightly, that will open your loop up a little bit so you won't get as many tailing loops.